Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I want to talk about a problem that I think many people have and maybe have not really done anything about it. And the problem is when you exit a parking lot, many parking lots have a bit of a ramp going down to the street. And as you'll notice that when you're driving into the parking lot, there's a little bit of ramp to get up into the parking lot. And it's especially a problem when you're exiting the parking lot, when that ramp is high enough that it actually hits the underbelly of the back of your RV. And even though RVs have a little higher ground clearance on the end of it than it has in the middle, it's still not quite high enough. And quite often when you're exiting that parking lot, you will feel the bottom of your RV or your motorhome hitting the pavement. It could also happen in other situations where the ground is unlevel and you're hitting bottom. And the big problem with that is if it scrapes the bottom too hard, you can do some damage under there. You can do some serious damage that could be very expensive to fix. So I went through that for a few months and finally decided to do something about it. So I went to my RV repair shop, and they recommended that I get a thing called skid wheels. And skid wheels are little wheels under here. You can see those little red wheels. Those are welded onto the bottom of the motorhome. And what they do is when you're hitting the bottom there, instead of scraping the bottom of your motorhome, it will hit those wheels. Now, even though those wheels actually do create a little less bit of a ground clearance, it doesn't really matter that much. The important thing is that the pavement is going to just roll off those wheels. The wheels are going to roll off of the pavement so that you're not hitting your bottom. And I've only had these for a few days now, and already I have noticed a big difference. And when I go down a parking lot ramp, you can really feel it. I can really feel it when those wheels are hitting the pavement. And they are really saving the bottom of my motorhome from doing some kind of damage under there. Now, having these installed, the cost of the wheels and the installation was about $800. The wheels alone, I think the pair of those cost about $250 or something like that. But it's a big job. They had to bring the motorhome way up on a lift and then get under there and weld them on, and they welded a bar between them to give it extra support, because with the weight of that motorhome hitting those tiny little wheels, that is a lot of pressure, and you have to make sure that it's not going to just make the wheels pop off. So it took all day long for them to work on that and make sure that those things are properly installed so that they will stay on and they will do their job. But let me tell you, $800 for those skid wheels is a bargain compared to what it would cost me to repair some damage underneath my motorhome if I scrape bottom too much. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And if you have that problem where you have felt your bottom of your RV scraping the bottom of the pavement, and like I said, most often it happens when you're exiting a parking lot, I highly recommend that you get these skid wheels, because they will at some point save your motorhome or your RV from getting a lot of damage. Good day, folks.